Hi everyone, I'm very happy to welcome you to this webinar on unlocking the full potential of your Autodesk software. My name is Maria and I'm a technical writer here at OpenLM. I am very excited and a bit nervous. This is my first webinar and I'm excited to share some insights with you today that will help organize and optimize your software usage, save costs, and boost your productivity within the Autodesk ecosystem. I would like to make this webinar interactive. Feel free to raise your hands and post questions. I'm also here with my colleague Abjit. I'm very grateful for that. We are here and ready to answer to any questions and uncertainties you might have. So throughout this webinar, we are going to see what types of Autodesk licensing and subscriptions are there. We will see how to save on subscription plan with the OpenLM. We'll see how TokenFlex works, and at the end we'll have some tailored tips and tricks applicable to Autodesk managers. So whether you're a seasoned Autodesk manager or just getting started, there's definitely something valuable for everyone in this session. Let's dive in. So what Autodesk is offering us today? There are, as you know, network licensing. Everyone except for Autodesk would agree that this was the best licensing model. It used to provide very flexible time sharing among network users, and it also had an emotional value for us, as it was the very second license manager we got to support. Unfortunately, these are no longer offered and these products are reaching the end of their lives. I suspect that these servers will be retired within the couples of next years. And when you do that, you actually want to be prepared for the trade-in. This is where OpenLM comes in the game, and we are ready and can give you cues on the negotiation with Autodesk by providing visibility on the usage patterns. The next one is Autodesk TokenFlex. It was introduced back in 2017, and it's designed for big organizations. As a small company, you cannot really negotiate a TokenFlex licensing plan. They don't really let you do that. This is actually a good model for occasional users, and we need to understand when it's right to use it. Let us explain how TokenFlex works. This is a fixed term contract. It's, as I said, best for occasional users, and it's based on an agreement between the customer and Autodesk. After the products are chosen, the customer purchases tokens to run them. The unused tokens will expire at the end of the term. Each product in the customer's portfolio has a fixed token price, which is generally based on a 24 hours of use per user. And it's not important how many users you can have as many users as you want. But at the end of the year, you will realize that you either utilize everything to the last penny or do a wrong estimation, and you lose money in two possible ways. You need to buy additional tokens at a much higher rate, or you spend money in vain and you are left with unused tokens. Here it's important to mention that this licensing model is the only one available without an internet connection. The token price tends to be higher for specialized tools. For instance, AutoCAD MEP and Revit MEP will have a much higher price than the good and old AutoCAD, which only costs 6 tokens a day. The user starts the transactions by withdrawing a certain number of tokens, allowing to book out the software required. Because the tokens are allocated per user for a particular product, a single user can fire up several instances of the software on different machines while only paying the daily token price. The actual cost per user per token is negotiated at the contract signing step, and the unit price is tiered based on the number of tokens purchased, with possible discounting options for larger quantities. And the subscriptions. The subscriptions were introduced in 2015 to replace the single user and the multi-user options, and are best for frequent users. There are three subscription tiers: standard, premium, and enterprise. So the idea is to either buy a subscription for the user to use a specific product, or an industry package to address a specific industry need. This can be architecture, engineering, construction, media, you name it. And the perk with using the OpenLM is that you can only pay for a standard subscription and get the full reporting capabilities that even better capabilities actually than Autodesk offers. And what Autodesk can offer is the total number of subscriptions, the number of active or inactive subscriptions, the number of TokenFlex users, and what's used and what's remaining, and the monthly average of TokenFlex token being used. Also, the time frames and the intervals Autodesk can report are, in my opinion, very limited. You can see reports regarding this month, about 3 months back, 6 months, 9 months, and 1 year. Now, yes, you would say that Autodesk usage a report will give you enough insights and all the things on all the things, but why to look someplace else like OpenLM? And I want to show you an example. If you have the task, for example, to reallocate a subscription, which by the way can be done only after 1 month, as per Autodesk's rules, you need to rely on data, real data. You need to rely on events that happen right now. Can you reallocate, or you need a new subscription? Is there any user who is not using the product? Do you really know their actual idle times? If awareness is missing, no good job can be done, and the usage report is very limited for Autodesk. And some reporting features are actually available only for premium and enterprise tier. So here the conclusion is that for reallocation, you need data from OpenLM. Reports like actual usage and idle times can show you the real picture and help you make informed and wise decisions. Now let us see a real example about a real example on AutoCAD. So we are asking you why to pay a premium tier or enterprise for getting license usage reports when you can have the data for a fraction of money and even more detailed insights. And even more, you can use OpenLM to monitor not only Autodesk, but any other software in your company. So let us take a look at the table you see on the screen. This is a simple table that compares the costs of managing 50 Autodesk licenses using a standard approach, and the other one is combined with OpenLM. So let's assume that the standard cost for 50 Autodesk licenses is $125,000. To this price, let's add the cost of OpenLM for 50 users per year, which is 1,550. So your total cost of ownership reaches 126,450. Now, Here is exactly where the OpenLM suite makes a difference. OpenLM helps you optimize your license usage by at least 15%. This is the minimum. We've seen optimizations of 30%, and for huge corporations, this can mean a huge amount of money. So this optimization can actually not only apply to Autodesk licenses, but also potentially even more expensive software you've got there. Now, finally, let's do the math. By optimizing your licenses with OpenLM, you can achieve potential savings of 18,550 on this standard plan, or 21,000 on the premium plan. The result? Your total cost of ownership with OpenLM drops to 107,700 for the standard plan and 120,450 for the premium plan. That's a very significant overall savings of 17,300 for the standard plan and 19,550 for the premium plan. Think about it this way. These savings are equivalent to getting 7 additional AutoCAD licenses completely free. OpenLM doesn't just save you the money, but it actually empowers you to get more licensing at the same price. If you optimize the licenses, your team can access the software they need when they need, and it can boost productivity and efficiency. Okay. So let's talk about managing the Autodesk licenses now. Autodesk reports miss out an important piece of information that is critical when planning software procurement. This is called the actual usage. This costs you money in the long run, as you will end up paying for the software that is unused. Here is where OpenLM fills that gap and helps you understand whether you are getting good value out of it. Let's dive a bit deeper into the data side of things. We all know that data is the king, but a raw usage data like a usage report in Autodesk, like seeing that a license was used from 9 to 5 isn't enough, right? For truly informed decisions, you need more. Was the software only active for 5 minutes during that 9 to 5 time slot? Did someone actually forget to close it over the weekend? Can you see that in Autodesk reports? This kind of limited data can give you very skewed insights. So, to make most strategic choices, we need actionable insights. We need the ability to analyze our usage data, not just to collect it. Imagine that being able to identify which groups or projects are genuinely utilizing specific software. This would allow data-driven decision, like fair project chargebacks based on the actual usage. Okay, so let's move to some very important reports that OpenLM can offer regarding the token flex, especially, but not only. So about the token flex. Token flex usage report, as you can see it on your screens, shows the total number of tokens that were consumed for a certain product family, along with the total consumption time. And in addition to this, the token usage report can group the data by user, and it's allowing you to see how many tokens a certain user has consumed. There is a very important and interesting case related to the server's location. For example, if a physical Autodesk server is located somewhere in the United States, but the software is being checked out in Singapore with, let's say, 12-hour difference, the token usage in this case could be doubled. So the 24-hour usage period is linked to the server location. Yes, and there can be situations where the usage is reported as double, as you can see here. That, for example, AutoCAD was checked out. It's 6 tokens, but it was checked out at 2 different times, and you spend actually 12 tokens on that. And you can avoid that, because OpenLM, it's not only monitoring, but it's allowing you also to automate things, and you can automate this by automatically or manually close a session, and in some cases even save the work the engineer has done. So this is all done to avoid double token usage. And we also have a report on these released idle licenses. Abjit, do you want to say anything?
No, I believe these details are very much important in order to maintain the usage compliance of Autodesk products also. So to get this level of visibility is much important. And as we know that in it doesn't matter even if you are going with the premium subscription of Autodesk, that real time information, and the details statistics will be missing, and it has a dependency on the network connectivity or connectivity to the of the client system to the Autodesk portal. Whereas with OpenLM, it is all real time, and it doesn't require any additional connectivity to the Autodesk portal. Only the entitlement details would be fresh from the portal. So that is the huge difference that OpenLM will make, and this would allow you as an organization to take a decision um, towards OpenLM and not going ahead with the premium subscription. Rather, you can manage it with the standard one and use OpenLM. And not only that, with apart from Autodesk, also you must be using different applications, whether engineering or some other specialty softwares. You can even manage them as well with OpenLM system. So it's not only Autodesk, but other applications also that you can manage, monitor, control the usage, and optimize.
I see that there is a question about the compliance. Yeah, it says that the Autodesk does not have the ability to limit itself and respect compliance rules. What happens if a user is signed in to more than one device at the same time? I know that we are offering a solution for that. Am I right, Abjit? Can you take that?
Yes, yes. So with OpenLM, you can actually ensure that you're compliant, with respect to the usage, as I said earlier, which means that as per the terms and conditions of Autodesk compliance, uh, you are allowed to install Autodesk, single user subscription client application on the number of workstations that you want. However, you cannot on 3 machines, but you cannot use it simultaneously on more than one system. So that is a very important clause in the Autodesk compliance, that the customer has to ensure that at the same time, simultaneously, they are not using the application on multiple workstations. And that is where OpenLM comes into picture. It can help you to restrict the usage. We have that in the one of the components called Applications Manager. And with using OpenLM, you can actually ensure that multiple sessions are not opened at the same time. I hope that answers your question.
Yes, I think so. Maybe there's someone in the audience who would like to raise the hand. Maybe someone has some specific questions. Feel free.
Okay, there is another question that I can see. Can we monitor all our different Autodesk licenses that we are using uh, with OpenLM? Yes. So, many organizations we have seen they've got a mixed pool of, different type of licensing of Autodesk. So, there are some unmaintained Autodesk licenses. There are possibilities, where you might be still using the network licenses, though these are no longer maintained. And apart from that, you could be using the single user subscription uh, token flex. So you can manage all of them at the same time with OpenLM. We can monitor them. You can configure it in the OpenLM system, add them for monitoring. So we can do, and it will give you the detailed reports for each of them.
Okay, so I don't see any more question. I invite you to scan the QR code you're seeing on your screen. Abjit is taking care of our newsletters, and he's doing really nice job. Very informative, and I invite you to subscribe to those. And also have a look at our upcoming webinars, and if there's something that piques your attention, we are waiting for you there. I would like to thank you for your time and attention, and thank you.
Thank you everyone for joining us.